Ah.
Ah, hold on. The thing is wrong. Give me a second. Ah, that doesn't work. Okay. Good to know. Okay, try now.
What was going on? What was not working?
Oh, it doesn't let you studio mode turn off a source.
Oh.
So I can't go into studio mode, flip which thing we're on.
Oh, are you on recording and not streaming?
No, I was on streaming, but I was on my stream and not Shiny Hunt.
Oh.
Which, for many reasons, means the audio is going to be wrong.
I mean...
So. They're nearly the same, but I like to make sure that they're the same.
Ah.
That's why we have this as its own audio source.
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Yeah.
Alright, hello people, it's us, Two Bros Game Night, I'm your host, Shingaro.
I'm your other host, Older Bro.
And we're back shiny hunting with some good news. A-Drive's app was just having a site-wide bug, and it has been corrected, so all of our shit is still there. I just had to add the counter up to what it should be. So guys, as of last episode, we were at 835 encounters by the end. So, we're nearing 1,000. Because before that, we were at 660 encounters. I had to add 175 encounters. So now we're at 835. But yeah, this is what Sobble should be. Because we're nearing 1,000 eggs.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting one anytime soon still. Even though we got one in our first hunt in like 600 eggs. But anyway, guys, we've been hard at work at Two Bros Game Night working on a lot of different stuff. Mainly today we had to record a lot of Let's Plays.
Yes, as we always do on Saturday.
Yeah.
This is not surprising in any way.
I know, but we started earlier, which was good, but we ended later.
Like, again, I was sick for half the week. This is not surprising.
Yeah.
Like, I
know.
get that it feels like we did a lot. We didn't. We did the exact same amount of work, just on a different day than normal.
I know. I mean, I was still happy playing the game we were playing. Like, I'm not gonna. Like, I'd play that game all day if I wanted to.
Yeah, sorry guys, Younger Bro is yeah. Sometimes Younger Bro says things that are just like, oh, this is like exciting news or big news, and it's just like, I wouldn't even consider that news, let alone big news.
I'm just talking about stuff to talk about stuff, okay?
I'm just saying stuff because we need to say stuff on this podcast. It doesn't have to matter.
We are starting a 3 hour words. That is why we do commentary.
I feel like that is a bad thing to say about a podcast where it's like, I mean, it doesn't need to actually be stuff that matters. It just needs to be stuff. What? Just say stuff. Words. Yeah, like words. Here's a word for you. We're still not gonna go to Ant-Man anytime soon. That's probably true.
Because of how we fucked up our schedule.
Yeah.
Well, I say that, but you just got sick. Yeah. Guys, we really want to go see the Ant-Man. Don't worry, it's just a matter of going. Who knows? Maybe if we get done early enough tomorrow, we'll go see Ant-Man tomorrow.
No! For many reasons, many of which including if we get done early tomorrow, I'm going to be editing tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't get a lot of editing done, I imagine.
No! And I don't expect I'm going to get a lot of editing done tomorrow either.
Well, probably more than today.
Unlikely, honestly. Because we have to record just as many videos tomorrow, and I seriously doubt it.
Hello,
Hello,
Mr. Ghost. But Oh, by the way, so I was going to work on end credits for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
That didn't happen because Hershey messaged me.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the middle of me doing my daily stuff because I haven't even finished my daily stuff yet.
Yeah.
He's like, let's play some Fortnite. I'm like, okay. So, me and Hershey played some Fortnite, and we finally got a win after a long fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the last match we played. So, that was great. But we kept losing, but we were having fun, even while losing, so I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, we had a follower due on the grass follow today.
We love your name.
Yeah, so thank you for following. You're probably not here, but thank you for following.
We could be better. Older
Yeah,
bro
we've
got
been okay.
sick, and I lost my job 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for a new one, and I finally got another interview for a different job.
He's in the process of interviewing.
So they told me that they're gonna call me next week if they were interested in me.
Mm-hmm.
There was very few people there, so
Yeah.
I could have a shot. But anyway, they were telling me they were doing background checks. They're gonna do their drug screening, yada yada yada.
Yep, they're normal required things.
But if that place doesn't work out, I got another interview next month with a different place. Funny enough, on the same day I got interviewed this month.
What kind of place says we'll interview you in a month? Like, that sounds like the most bullshit thing I've ever heard. Like, oh yeah, we do regular interviews every month, so we're not gonna interview you for another month.
It wasn't the place I went to Friday.
No, I know, but I'm saying, what kind of company says, yes, we thank you for being interested in our business. You need to wait 1 month before interviewing with us.
Because that's when they're gonna do their open house.
Well, yeah, but that's not an interview. That's an open house.
There's a brilliant zigzagoon.
Yes, there is.
Luckily,
Because an interview means that they
Alright, let's
tell
go for
you,
it.
hey, here, this day, we're going to have an interviewer in this building for a one-on-one event. An open house is, hey, we're allowing anyone to walk in off the street and interview on this day. Those are completely different things.
yeah. For both places, for their open house, in order to go and get interviewed there, you already have to apply and technically set an appointment.
Yeah, what the fuck's the point of an appointment if they're doing the open house?
I
That is
know.
the appointment.
I know.
Hey, I'm calling to get my appointment for the day when anyone's allowed to walk in off the fucking street.
Like, I know one place that does that. Like, they just let anybody and everybody
Yeah,
walk
that makes
in.
sense. Oh,
But-
by the way, I remember the thing I was gonna say that I'd forgotten. So the Canadian comedy troupe I watch is currently playing Doki Doki Literature Club, which is what reminded me of this.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, the other day, I saw that there is negative chance that any of our videos are going to be watched because Dan Salvato was playing Doki Doki Literature Club, and I'm like, well, we're fucked. When the damn creator is going out and playing like his own game, it's like, well, what the fuck's it matter that we're playing it?
I guess everybody wanted to play DDLC this
Yeah,
month.
including the creator of DDLC.
Do you think we'll get a DDLC 2, an actual sequel?
Here's the thing. I think that Dan Salvato has put hints that he might do so. Whether he does, we'll see.
Like, I'd want it. That's probably one of the few visual novels I would stream day one.
Here's the problem. DDLC was
I know, it was like a test before the main series he wanted to do.
No, what I was gonna say was the exact opposite. DDLC it was meant to be an event piece in a sense. It was meant to be a thing of like, oh, I'm gonna come out here and completely shatter your expectations of a visual novel and dating sim. And it turns out that like, and he's like, yeah, you're gonna come in and play this dating sim, and it turns out that the dating sim is actually a murder mystery. Well, not even murder mystery. It's just literally a thriller, like, horror game, and you're dead. In fact, the entire world doesn't fucking matter. This girl died, you can't save her. This girl died, you can't save her. This girl died, you can't save her. And that's the point of the game. So, like, as much as he hinted at, like, stuff going on in the background, that doesn't... I don't know if that necessarily means he's gonna make another game out of it.
Like, again, I would probably be one of the first in line for a DDLC too.
Yeah.
Like... Or...
Because, yeah...
DDLC remake, and the remake is the actual dating sim.
Yeah. Because I think that's the point. Fundamentally, I think here's the point. And I think this might be a weird statement to say. So Doki Doki Literature Club is a super popular game. And it's a super popular game because people like these characters and want to see them survive, or in some cases, torture them even further.
That's why mods exist.
Yes. So it's an extremely huge modding community. But I don't necessarily know if Dan Salvato wants to make romance games. The sounds of the stuff he was talking about that was hidden in the files of the game sounds like, honestly, a sequel might be a horror game. I think he actually just wants to be basically FNAF. I think, if anything, the next game's going to be even darker than this game. Because from the sounds of it, what we're going to end up getting out of it is a game centered on Yuri, where she's getting tortured. So, like, yeah, I think even if a sequel came out, I don't think you're going to get a DDLC 2. I think you're going to get a completely different game that's horror-themed. Which, let me be fair, I would still be interested in and play. But I don't think it's what the thing is, the community for DDLC isn't built around the horror. In most cases, they're built around removing the horror. Or making fun of the horror. But I don't know if the vast majority of the community is really in it for a Resident Evil or FNAF-style horror game.
Still speaking of DDLC, Blue Skies is the only biggest mod that is on How Long to Beat. It's only Doki Doki Literature Club and Blue Skies. No other mod is even on How Long to Beat. Yeah. I double, triple checked to make sure.
Here's the big thing. I think with a lot of games, it's not that mods can't even be on.
In Doki Doki's Literature Club's case, there's only two things on there, and that's Blue Skies and their original. Sorry, technically 3 with plus, but I didn't count that.
Point being, though, it's not that there can't be mods on How Long to Beat. It's just that, in general, in order for a mod to show up on How Long to Beat, it has to be played by enough people and added to the game, like added manually.
Like, the reason I know Brand New Day was big is because a lot of people played it on YouTube, and I saw people playing it. I knew about Blue Skies, but I didn't think it was bigger than Brand New Day. And I knew about... what's the other mod? Rain Clouds. Because I've heard you talk about it, and I've heard the community talk about it. Yeah, Rain Clouds is pretty huge. It's not a game that Sayori'd like, but it's a huge. Yeah, there's... Brand New Day, honestly, isn't that big. Here's the thing. The only reason I knew that that game existed was because when DDLC came out, I watched a channel that did exclusively DDLC content. So I watched them play DDLC Rain Clouds, and Brand New Day. I think that was it. Yeah, I found out about Brand New Day from you, and I also went and watched someone play it. Yeah. And then I played it myself. So yeah, honestly, the modding community is
decently big for Brand New Day or
But-
for Doki Doki Literature Club.
but I'm
I
just-
don't think the YouTube community is in terms of like actually like creators who are dedicated to those mods and play those mods all the time. Honestly, I think that the game kind of supersedes the mods in a sense of like it's much bigger than the mods are.
Which is funny you say that. So we played the original DDLC, and it's
Yeah.
only about to like 200 something views,
Yeah.
maybe 500.
Yeah, I'm not saying
and
the
Brand
mods
New
aren't
Day
big.
is bigger than that.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not big. I'm just saying that I don't know if the YouTube community for DDLC is the same as like the YouTube community for other heavily modded games. There aren't that many games that are heavily as like I don't think that DDLC has the same community as like Minecraft, where it's like
But
the mods are almost supersede the game itself, where there's thousands and thousands of people that play the mods, and you can almost know Minecraft more for the mods than the game itself. Like,
Yeah, I think
I really don't know the answer to this question, but I don't think it is for DDLC.
like the 3 biggest games that I know of that are heavily modded is DDLC.
Yep.
Minecraft is number 1 though.
Yeah.
That would be Minecraft, then DDLC, and then Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Dragon Ball.
It's like almost, because here's the thing, almost every game is modded.
I mean, yes, you can
generally
mod
speaking.
or hack games, but newer games are hacked and not modded.
No, I wouldn't even say that's true. In many situations, it wholly depends on how you play the game.
Like
On console, most games are hacked and generally not modded because you don't want to try to corrupt the data files. But on PC, if you emulate the game, almost every game has a mod for it.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I know people who have hacked the Switch and add their own custom shit to it, like in Xenoverse. Like, they add transformations, they add, like, power increases and
those
stuff
aren't
like that.
those aren't the same thing.
Like, there's even a Dragon Ball Fusions mod, but the mod only adds, from my understanding, some of the tournament power characters.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's you. Even hacking the Switch is probably not accurate. You jailbreak the Switch to add the ability to add mods to the Switch. So they're 2 separate actions. The hacking portion is the portion where you say, I'm going to add in this custom software that allows me to mod data files on the console. And then the modding is the adding of those data files. So,
Yeah,
all mods require this console to be hacked, but but the mods are not hacks.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends upon the game to me. Like, if I look at something and I see that you have, like, Kaioken times 100 on Ultra Instinct, to me, that's a hack.
Yeah, it's dependent on the type of content, sure, but that's not...
To me, a mod is when you take the game and you pretty much completely change it, like DDLC. That's
Yeah.
what I think of when I say mod.
Mods generally are... Well, that's the thing. It's... Yes. Because, for example... It partially depends on the types of content and the types of games. Technically speaking, if you go into a... Is
this the 3rd stream back with Sobble, or is it the 4th? What number are we on?
8, I think.
8?
Or
Oh,
9.
okay.
Not sure. Let me check. Let me confirm.
This is 8. Okay, so we got 2 more streams after this. Anyway, continue.
Struggling with words here.
Dependent upon the game.
So the way that's the best way to word this. Yes, because for example, technically speaking, there is little difference between hacking game files and modding game files. But the difference comes down to the types of content you're modifying. For story games, it's not considered hacking to add additional story elements. But in shooting games, it's considered hacking to alter the firing rate of a gun. But if you go into a game that's not competitive and do that, that's now a mod.
By the way, I just checked YouTube. This one's 9.
Yeah. So you did the thing I was literally about to do and was like, wait, hold on, let me check that because I don't think that's correct.
Yeah, so this episode is 9 and next episode will be 10.
Yes.
And after 10, we go back to Gossifleur.
That's why I was trying to check that, and then younger brother's like, no, you need to finish the statement you're making.
Anyway. So,
but yeah, so
to me, a hack nowadays is if you have your CAC learned like Kaioken mastered Ultra Instinct.
No, the fundamental problem is it's not about what type of content it is. It's what type of effect the content has.
Well, if
and
you
the
go
type
into
of
like
game.
PvP.
Yeah, that's the point. It's if you're in a PvP scenario, it's a hack. If you're in a non-PvP scenario, it's a mod. Even if it's exactly the same thing, doesn't matter. It's only a hack when such a thing affects other people. And generally speaking, it's only when it affects them negatively.
Okay.
So, yeah. Multiplayer stuff, don't mod your game. Single player stuff, do whatever the fuck you want.
That's probably the other reason why I don't like PvP. It's like people can be hacking and we wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
Like, Fortnite almost encourages hackers. Because they have their own built-in kind of hacking software. And they're called augments. And these augments you get like every 10 minutes of a match or something like that. Maybe every...
I wouldn't call that. It's basically just an ability.
Okay, you have special abilities, and what sucks about them is you get these augments that have one-shot weapons, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
And funny enough, the one-shot weapons are the only augment I'm missing.
Yeah.
Like,
see, I don't think that's a problem. It sucks to be hit by them, but I think that's just.
I wish it was its own separate match away from the battle royale.
Yeah, but that's the point. A battle royale already is the exact same thing. If you go into a map and somebody else hits a house and you haven't found a house yet and they gun you down, that's exactly the same thing as if you had a one-shot weapon and got shot with full armor. It doesn't matter. Like the whole point of a battle royale is it's 100% random what state you're in when two people fight. So it's like, oh, there's no difference in my mind between this guy has a one-shot weapon and I had full armor, and this guy had a medium difficulty shotgun and I hadn't even gotten a gun or armor yet. It's like, and if that's not a problem, to randomly run into somebody before you can even find a weapon, then it's equally not a problem if one-shot weapons exist.
like
It's part of the randomness of the game.
Like,
Sometimes you'll get lucky, and sometimes you won't.
Look, all I want is if you want to do one-shot weapons and stuff, just make a separate mode for it.
Yeah.
Or maybe just not have it at all. I think this comes back to the point I'm making with PUBG. Like, PUBG doesn't need all of these extra, like, stuff you have to deal with, like hammers and, I don't know.
Yeah,
no, they have
but the
rocket
point
launchers,
of doing
but
but the point of doing that is to shake things up, and for them it's saying games get boring when there's one single way to win the match or one single strategy that you can follow to win a match.
I'm just saying, if they want to have one-shot weapons in a normal match, make it like one of the most rarest items you could ever get, not a thing that you can just get for free.
Yeah. I think there's no difference between those two statements. The difference is how pissed off you are. It's the question of like, well, 5 people in this match have one-shot weapons.
Yeah, I've had that.
And it just comes down to I didn't get lucky this time, or this guy got god tier luck and got a one-shot weapon, and everyone was pissed off because there was no possible way for them to beat the one guy, so he won. It's just like, it doesn't matter how they do it. And I don't think removing that resolves the problem, because I think the Battle Royale itself is the same problem. Because you can make the exact same complaint about, well, that guy got an S tier weapon and I only had a D rank weapon. I could not possibly have beaten him. So it's like
you can beat anybody with any amount.
Yep, but that's the point. Even with a one-shot weapon, you can technically beat them. It just feels to you like it's less likely, and that annoys you.
What annoys me is when I get several matches in a row and I die by the same exact thing.
Yeah. So it's like, and I think that can be fair. I think it's perfectly fair to say that I think the better argument isn't I think you're right. The better argument isn't that the one-shot weapons exist, and I don't think the better argument is that they're in this mode. The better argument is, your complaint is that they are the strategy.
And
so,
they get them too often.
Yeah, because of the frequency of them spawning, they are the thing that needs to be balanced against. So, and I think that's a fair argument.
Yeah. So. But here's the thing. I say they're an augment, but in actuality, I really don't know. Because I know you get... There is an augment that gives you a free weapon. It's a laser weapon, and technically a better pump shotgun. But I've only used it once, and it's alright. Anyway, you get both of those weapons immediately once you get it.
Yeah.
That's if you get it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think they're an augment, but if they're not, they are like a paid-for augment.
Well, I think it's just more accurate that they're probably hacking the game at that point.
No, it's not a hack, because I've seen just more than one person have them, and they're different people every time. So, I think with the frequency of these weapons,
they should be an augment.
They should be an augment, or they get them from this vending machine. Okay, so there's vending machines in the game. I never use them because it's not likely that they have a lot of things good. Like, even they're kind of like their own random chest in a way.
Yeah.
Some of them have things that were in previous Fortnite seasons.
Yeah.
Like, for example, rifts. That's one of the ways people get rifts. And they use them to either teleport away from you or teleport you away from them. One of the two happens.
Yeah.
But they're not really a big problem. They're a little bit of an annoyance, but I've not had issues with them yet.
Yeah.
So they could be weapons that they're getting from the vending machines. I think the real main issue is I have still no idea how you get those weapons.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, that's just research you'll have to do.
I researched it, and I can't find the answer.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, it's research. You might have to go to the base, lowest common denominator research of logging on to Twitch and watching Fortnite streamers. Like, I'm saying it might be that level of research. It's like, I have to actually watch other people.
I literally looked up one-shot weapons in Fortnite, and that doesn't help me. I've even looked up the augments.
Yeah.
Still didn't really help.
Yeah. So, I don't know what to tell you. Because I don't know Fortnite at all.
I am only missing one augment, and it is a battle augment. Yeah. And battle augments is the augment that gives you that free shotgun and the free gun. So I'm just assuming that is how you get those one-shot weapons. Is that last one. And I just have to keep playing until I get it. But if I play and it turns out that's not how you get them, that's going to raise some flags for me.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I even killed someone who had those weapons against me. I finally did. And when I grabbed them, they're probably rarer than the rarest guns you can have. So to me, that says they might not be an augment. Plus, I even was using them against people. I still died.
Yeah.
But at least the guy who killed me, it was a fair match. Like, I wasn't mad at him or anything. Like, he killed me fair and square without any kind of special, like, guns or anything.
Yep.
But, I don't know. It's just hard to fight against things that you don't have a lot of knowledge on.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And in PUBG, it's as simple as you go into the game, you get what you can, and then you win with what you have.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If that's what the one-shot weapons are, is just another thing you can get, then to me that's not a problem. Their frequency could be a problem. The exact amount of damage they can do might be a problem, but like frankly, it's just like that's just a different item you have to adapt to. But if there's more to it than that, then I can't speak to it because it's like I don't know. I don't know what the problem is either.
Yeah, like, I've only seen 4 of these weapons in action. There is a hyper rare shotgun, there's a hyper rare submachine gun, there's a hyper rare scar, and a pistol.
But according to you, it's like none of them are even. It's not like they're
just out laying about. No.
Well, I was saying it's not like they're doing like super massive damage even when you've had them. So it's like
no, they. Okay.
It's not like they're not actually one-shotting people. So it's like if you're dying.
No,
still
the
dying.
shotgun will.
Yeah.
The shotgun, if you get hit by it, you're dead.
Yeah.
The AR will also rip through your health. The submachine gun.
Yeah.
You could maybe fight against it, and that was the gun I had when I got killed by that one guy.
Yeah.
So, the submachine gun has some say. Pistol also has some say. Like, if you land your hits enough, you'll kill someone. I got killed by one of those pistols. Like, some guy was shooting at me from afar. I thought he sucked, so I was rushing him. I found out he had that pistol, and he killed me with it.
Yeah. And that's how you get people to be cocky. Don't be cocky. Sorry. Don't get penisy, kid.
But anyway. Yeah, I think as it stands right now, the only way to counter those weapons is if you yourself have those weapons.
Yeah.
And if there's some subscription item that only subscribers can, like, find in battle, I think that's massively unfair. Like, have a subscription, like, subscriber-only battle royale. Let them play in that. Like, even Hershey would probably agree with me. Like, I was talking to him about these. And he's like, yeah, I miss Rules of Survival. Yeah, because against those weapons, you might as well not have any shield on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt, but it doesn't help much either.
No, it doesn't. Like, the only thing I've, like, researched about and got information on was headshots do significantly more damage if you land them. I'm like, yeah, I know that. I'm trying to find out how to acquire the weapons I was just talking about, and I can't find an answer.
I don't know, man. I can't help you with such a thing. It is beyond my knowledge. And frankly, beyond my capability of gaining knowledge.
Like, I enjoy Fortnite's no-build mode. But when I stop having fun is when I start dying in stupid ways. Like several times in a row where someone has these super heated ultra guns against me and kill me immediately.
Yep. Yeah. This is why I just don't play PvP. I don't like PvP games.
Like I'm having a lot of fun with Hershey. I'm having more fun with Hershey than I was younger sis.
Yeah, well, I don't imagine that's so hard.
But yeah, if
Missing
I was
out on the
playing on
brilliant again.
yeah, if I was playing, I'm not going after it
Yeah,
yet.
I know.
Yeah, if I'm playing by myself, I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Like in any PvP game, I want to play with my friends. I don't want to go solo anymore.
Yeah. See, it despawned.
Yeah, I've even looked up like tips on Fortnite,
Yeah.
and
Unhelpful, I'm guessing.
it wasn't helpful
Perfect.
because the people I watch, they talk about how to carry around cow catchers.
Mm-hmm.
So cow catchers, they're a thing that you can put on vehicles and modify them with, and it does more damage if you run someone over, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But you can also place them.
Yeah.
So you can technically use them as a shield in no build, but it takes up space in your inventory, so I don't feel the need to use it. Because there's enough cover in the entirety of the game.
Yeah.
So I just don't feel the need to use a cow catcher.
Yeah.
And that was the only helpful tip. The only, like, he was saying, oh, you need to use, like, multi-hit weapons and not just shotguns and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I know that. I've been doing that.
Yeah.
And that's not helpful. What I need to know is how to get these one-shot weapons, and I can't find any information on them.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, I just don't know what they're called. If I knew what they were called, I could maybe find something.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you could just look up every single weapon in every single category in the game, and just.
maybe I'll try to research it again.
But that's the only way I could think of. You could even find the names of a weapon if you didn't know it. Just look up every weapon in Fortnite.
But yeah, just today, me and Hershey did like probably 6-7 matches.
Yep.
And 4 of those matches, we were killed in a row by people that had those weapons.
Yep.
It's just so frustrating that I don't know how to get them.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they're in like a certain part of the map or something.
Could be. Unlikely, but could be.
Or maybe a certain chest only drops them.
Yeah.
Like, there's an augment that gets you, like, a treasure map. I wonder if it's in that treasure chest, because that's a special kind of treasure chest.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a lead.
That could be it. Maybe I should start using the treasure chest augment more. But I only use it when I really need to, like if I don't have any shield at all or something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry I'm talking about Fortnite again, guys. It's just... I'm trying to understand everything in the no build mode. That's all I'm trying to do.
I feel like I know I've done this before too, but I feel like if we're apologizing about talking about a certain game during the Shiny Hut stream, it's like, this is a podcast. We're talking about random things.
I know, but I've been talking about Fortnite a lot.
Yeah. No, which I get. How dare you talk about a game that you've been playing recently and is on your mind because you have a frustration with it?
At least I'm not talking about I need more V-Bucks and stuff like that, because I really just don't care about V-Bucks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going around asking for V-Bucks like younger sis is. Like, that level of... Like, if there's something in the item shop that I want, I'll just straight buy it. Which does require me to get V-Bucks, but I don't need to ask for it. Because there's very few things in the item shop that I want anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I pretty much got the character I'm using forever. I probably got the backpack I'm using forever. Just, I have all that stuff. I don't really need anymore. But don't get me wrong, I'll buy every Dragon Ball thing that they add to it. And I have so far. But a lot of people's complaint right now is that they didn't add the Ultra Beast transformation for Gohan. It doesn't increase your power or anything like that, it just makes the character look cooler. That's all it does.
Mm-hmm. Sorry guys if I'm being a little bit quiet. My brain's a little bit checked out at the moment.
I like how we talk about Fortnite a lot, but you don't play it.
Nope. This isn't that surprising, honestly.
Like, I have several complaints with several different kinds of games. Like Dragon Ball Legends, for example. Like, Dragon Ball Legends is the pinnacle of why I don't play PvP.
Dragon Ball Legends is the pinnacle of complaints.
It is worse off than Fortnite. I could probably get 10 wins in a row in Fortnite, then get 1 win in Dragon Ball Legends.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Because again, like, people have found a way to prevent you from using your arts cards. Like, you can't use your characters, you can't do anything to them you are a free win. And I wish it was regulated better.
Yeah.
What pisses me off even more is one of the developers for Dragon Ball Legends plays PvP, and I don't understand how he's not seeing that this is a problem.
Look, you're asking some questions, and those questions make logical sense. And you will find that often in the world, the answers to questions don't make logical sense.
Like, to me, the only way you can counter these people is if you had Ultra Legendary Hit on... Like, you have every version of Ultra Legendary Hit. Like, you'd have more than one. And he uses time skip. That is the only way to counter people like that.
Yeah, because the...
Like, having several hit units, just use time skip.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because, for example, this happens a lot in... I can't remember what community is. It's not Bethesda, although it sounds like something that would happen with Bethesda. There's one game that I can't remember the name of, where their community... Is it Titanfall? Maybe Titanfall 2... I don't know, it's one of the, there's some game out there, where the game is so well known as being brokenly unplayable, that whenever one of this developer's games gets, like, has something happen to their servers or something, that community specifically comes out and it's just like, oh, you'll fix this shit, but you won't fix your other game that we've been telling you is broken for going on 5+ years now. Just... So, it sounds like that, a similar kind of thing, where it's just like, here's the way the developers see it. If they're making money, they don't care. If it stops making the money and they want to fix it, then they'll care. Otherwise, if they don't want to fix it, they'll shut the game down.
But yeah, like, honestly, quitting PvP in Dragon Ball Legends, I feel like is one of the best decisions I ever made in that game.
Yeah.
Because I was going to delete the game because of the PvP. That's how mad I was at it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, let's just not do PvP and ignore it. Because I wanted to complete every quest in the game.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I wanted to do originally. Yeah, no, that's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of very pissed off at Legends, because I can't complete these quests.
Yeah.
Because it literally requires me to pretty much be in like the top 10 rating of all the players in the world just to get some of these quests done. It's that ridiculous.
They always say, like, you always hear people say, like, don't hate the player, hate the game. In Dragon Ball Legends case, Younger Bro hates the players and the game.
Yes.
Just, like, it's just fuck those people, but also fuck the developers for allowing those people.
Like, I just recently played the PvP in Dragon Ball Legends, and it is still as bad as I remember.
Yeah.
And every time I was paired with someone who pretty much fought like me, or was slightly better than me, like they had like better timing or something like that, like the odds were in their favor that match, and I lost to them, I freaking respected them. Because I'm like, yes, you're playing the game right.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's them saying, I am going to be as fair as possible to you. Unlike that one guy who was punching me, preventing me from moving, then fucking taunting me, and then I kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I still lost, but I KO'd 2 of his characters. But still, fuck that guy.
Dang it. There's a game I was thinking of that I was going to add to the not playing list, and I've completely forgotten what it was, and now I'm annoyed.
Was it a new game?
No. I can't remember what it was now, so.
Was it Getting Over It?
No, that's already on there. No, I'll think of it eventually.
Elder Scrolls.
No, it wasn't. I know it wasn't a game that I think that that you'd probably guess. I remember it was a game for a very specific reason. I can't remember what it was. No. Don't know. Can't help you. If I could help you, I'd know the answer.
But yeah, just to say that I could get 10 wins in solo and Fortnite in a row more than get 1 win in PvP in Dragon Ball Legends says a lot about the game.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, guys, if you don't believe me, download Dragon Ball Legends and play the PvP for yourself. It's bullshit. Like, it doesn't matter if it's...
I thought you were just going to say, play the bullshit yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a rating match. It doesn't matter if it's a friendly match. It doesn't matter if it's... There's a type of match where it maxes out the level of the characters you're using. And you just do that just to play matches or something. It's really weird. I don't know why they added it. But anyways, it doesn't matter what mode you play. All of them are bad. I accidentally tapped. I accidentally tapped. Sorry, guys. I accidentally hit the counter. What game is it?
It's not a franchise.
Oh. Oh, it's a franchise.
Yeah, but I have to remember how to spell it. Okay, good.
So, what is the franchise we are never playing?
I think I've mentioned this before, but Toho.
Toho.
Yeah. So for
I know of it, but I don't know what kind of game it is.
Toho's a bullet hell game.
Okay.
So to be, I'm trying to think of even if there's a comparable game that you could have ever played.
You said the Dragon Maid game is a bullet hell.
Yeah, but that's not helpful. That doesn't help you understand what kind of game that is. Imagine. Oh, damn it.
Want the mic, guys? I'm sorry.
Okay, let me go back. Let me try to go back in time for a second. So,
Imagine the sand spike, but times 100.
no, well, no. So, the thing about, okay, I'm gonna compare this game. And this may not be the best comparison, but I reasonably cannot think of a extremely well-known game that would be described as a bullet hell that I could use as a comparison to you. So I'm going back to as the closest possible comparison I can. So think of a game, or think of Asteroid.
Okay.
So the whole point of Asteroid is you're this tiny ship and you're going around, and there's all these there's all these asteroids that you destroy. So the best description for a bullet hell is imagine that you can't destroy any asteroids in any way.
Nope.
The asteroids just come from a spot on the screen, and that spot moves around, and you just have to go around all the asteroids while you're trying to shoot the thing that's spawning the asteroid.
That almost sounds like an Undertale fight. Because you have to move in a tiny little box, and all of these things are flying around you.
Yes, but now imagine that instead of that tiny box, it's the whole screen, but you still only have that tiny snake-like path through the whole screen. And also, there's like 12 million of the bullets from Undertale all across the screen. Yeah, like Undertale, I think Undertale had one single fight in it where it had like a bullet hell mode. Where it was like, where there was like things would flash on the screen, you'd have to dodge through them in a certain way or else death.
Yes.
Arguably, I guess Helltaker's fight would almost be a bullet hell.
The ending fight?
That final fight.
Yeah.
That could almost be similar to a bullet hell. But, yeah, like, I'm having to do very specific, like, non-examples to try to give the best possible direction. So, that's the kind of game the Toho games are. But that's actually not why we're not playing them. The reason we're not playing, them is because the author, does not like the author feels like his games are like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, where the only reason people would want to play them is to see the final cutscene. So, or more specifically, the author's view is that you only deserve to see the final cutscene of the game if you play it and you beat it. So
if you have the
he
skill.
will DMCA any videos that contain that final cutscene under any circumstances. Does not matter. So, I do not support him or any of his games. So, I will never, ever play his franchise. Even the ones that aren't bullet hells. I don't support him. Because I think that he is... Functionally,
worse than...
I think that he is a parasite on the video game industry, and his mindset should die.
Same as the Smash Bros. Concept.
So, and I understand that's going to piss off a lot of people because Toho is a very well-beloved franchise. Don't give a shit. Your creator's toxic. The moment he gives the green light for anyone to play his games whenever, and that they can play the final cutscene, and it's none of his business if we do the final cutscene or not, then I'll play his games.
Yeah.
Not a moment earlier.
To me, that sounds like a worse Smash situation.
Yeah. At least with Smash Bros, they didn't take down people who played the games. They just said, well, we feel that those cutscenes are the only reason you should play the game, and since people are uploading them, we'll never make it again. This guy is like, I'll keep making it, and anytime you do it, I'll take your videos down.
Yeah, like, Smash, me and older bro just played it together, like, without recording it or anything like that. Like, we enjoyed the Subspace Emissary, we enjoyed that one side game where you shoot your coins at figures. We enjoyed the 100-man battle equivalent.
Yeah. It was
what
a
is
great
it?
game. And we will play it for the channel
Challenge
one day.
mode?
Yeah, we'll play it for the channel one day. It's a very good game. Very enjoyable.
But yeah.
But
Smash Bros, we record it because it is just that good of a game.
yeah, but irregardless.
Or play it.
My policy is very absolute. If you're a developer of the game, I probably enjoy your games. You probably make very good games. But you have no business telling me what I can and can't put in my video about your game. That's none of your business. In the same way that it is none of my business how you build your game. I can have my problems with it, and I cannot buy it based on how you build your game. But I have no right to put my hands in your development process, and you have no right to put your hands in my recording process.
I guess there's some good news with Smash. They did bring back cutscenes.
Yeah.
But
It's not the same.
it's not the same.
But anyways, so
Like,
but again, so it's like that's my policy. There's a lot of big companies that don't support that. I still buy their games. Generally, most companies leave streamers alone. So if they stay away from me, I don't have problems with them.
but yeah.
But big companies are one thing. They're big shitty companies. When a dev, when like a one person or small team dev does that same thing, you are scum. Fuck you, and fuck you for your assaults on the community that made your games popular. Fuck off. So, that's my policy. Toho is banned.
But yeah, I've played very little Smash Ultimate. Like, it is laid out like Subspace Emissary, but it doesn't feel the same. Like, characters don't get cool
it's
title
not the
cards
same.
in their cutscenes.
Yeah, that
You play...
Subspace Emissary was an event moment. It was one of those things where it's like, I know I'm using the term event moment a lot, and it doesn't have really have a meaning, but like it was meant to be like this big showstopper thing of like, we made a story mode where all these guys got captured, and you have to save every person in the entire Smash Bros. Universe.
I mean, that's kind of what Smash Ultimate is, too. Like, they all get kidnapped by this weird thing.
Yeah.
But
But
it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, because it's
not...
the reason why is because the Subspace Emissary wasn't just do fights. Do Smash Bros. Fights over and over and over again. It was, let's go on this cool Mario-esque adventure where you go through all these levels and then lead up to a boss fight.
Yes. Like, and what Ultimate does is it is laid out like Subspace Emissary.
Yeah.
But you don't get the lead up.
You don't
go
get the in-between.
Straight into a fight.
To fight. So
yes.
it's better, and I appreciate it, and we will play that game as well. It's still not the Subspace Emissary.
By the way, we just hit 900 encounters.
And we also just hit an hour.
Yeah, we also want to apologize that we still haven't played Smash yet.
Yep.
We're trying. Trust me, guys, I've moved it up several times. But it just keeps getting moved back down.
Yeah.
Uh...
Not much we can do about that. there is, but like there's
Yeah, like
not much we're currently going to be doing about that.
Yeah, we haven't played Brawl yet. We haven't played Melee or even the Wii U version. I can't remember the name of. Is it just Smash Wii U?
Yeah, it's just Smash Wii U. Super Smash Bros. 4, basically.
Yeah, and we never played Ultimate when it came out day one.
No, I own it. I just haven't. I think I own it.
I own it.
I don't know. Let me go check.
I was sure you owned it.
Yeah, I own it. I own it, but I never played it, mostly because I assumed we'd play it on the channel, and we will, at some point.
At some point. Just like Animal Crossing.
Yeah, guys, just to be clear, we probably will never play the other Smash games. Or if we do, they'll be one-offs, because, like, it's...
Well, in Melee, the whole point of that game is to unlock every character.
Yeah.
In Brawl, it's to play through Subspace Emissary and maybe Challenge Mode. We use just Challenge Mode. And Ultimate is go everywhere.
I was going to say their Subspace Emissary, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, I haven't played enough of it to know
But-
everything, but it does technically have an end.
Yeah, so it's like, well...
But it's long.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
Was there a Smash before Melee?
1. Super Smash Bros. I think it's just called Super Smash Bros. It's for 64.
Yeah, that one might be a one-off because I don't know enough about that game.
Yeah. I think even Melee will probably be a one-off. Like, I'll have to check into the challenge mode stuff, but like... Because, for example, I'm not doing the Brawl challenge mode stuff. All the like, that unlock screen.
Yeah.
Because fuck that shit. Some of that's literally impossible.
Yeah, that, the treasure vault.
Yeah.
No, that... I was not expecting us to
Yeah.
complete, like, 100% Smash Brawl. I mean, if we wanted to make multiple seasons of it and we felt like doing it, I suppose we could. But I doubt we'd ever do that for the channel. I think that's an on-your-own time kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think I care to have time for that. Anyways, I'm gonna be right back, guys. I need to go get something to drink.
Yeah, I'm really trying to find the shiny, guys. Like, I've been paying attention the entire time. But again, this is Sobble. If I'm not mistaken, it is the worst egg hunt in the game. So the fact that we have one is already surprising to me. Even with the shiny charm. Yeah, it's gonna be rough shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet. I almost want shiny hunt in Arceus before I want shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet. Oh, speaking of shinies in Scarlet and Violet, I random encountered 3 shinies playing through Scarlet. I didn't encounter any shinies in Violet. I first found a shiny Mudbree, but I evolved into a Muzdale. Then I found a shiny Cubchoo, which I needed. I already had a shiny Beartic. And then I found the region's bird, the last evolution of the region's bird. I got that shiny as well.
Okay, I'm back. So hello, Braylon.
Hey, Braylon. Yeah, we're on the second Sobble.
Yes, we are.
And honestly, it's taking as long as I'd expect because we're at 905 encounters now.
And you updated that to be with the
Yes,
previous...
with the previous stream's information.
Perfect.
As the A-Drive app is back to working.
It's a miracle.
I've also updated my profile picture to be Marnie now instead of Elise.
Yeah.
Sorry, Elsa.
Uh-huh. Oh, by the way, so... this is... So... random tangent. So, I was watching a video today, because they just came out with... Mother's Basement just came out with his, like, trash anime of Winter 23.
Okay.
So...
Oh, god damn it.
One of the anime that got greenlit and is having episodes made, I actually just straight can't believe exists.
Okay.
Because, well, let me tell you the premise, and then you see if you can figure out the problem. The premise is, there's a guy. The guy gets changed into a dog by, I think, his science teacher. Sorry, I should say, this is a high school student, specifically.
Does he get changed into a dog and he starts dating dog girls?
No, that would be almost a wholesome show. No, instead, I think this high school teacher, some scientist will say, changes this high school kid into a dog. He gets adopted by his senpai.
Oh no!
And exactly what you thought is the good part of the show. The part that's not, like, that's the part that's, like, not, like, I want to say not good, but, like, that's the tame part.
What?
Everything you're thinking is the tame part of the show.
Tame?
Yes.
Tame? You're shitting.
Let's say it this way. It's...
Bow chicka wow wow.
From my understanding, the amount of things that happen in this show is, like, the girl takes her dog into school, and a group of, like, 8 to 9 girls all have exactly those thoughts, and meanwhile, this girl has a rival who is even worse than her. And exactly the things you think of happen. Like, for example, at one point, they apparently both present and tell the dog that he should...
Choose?
Yes! I would like to point out, this is not meant to be a hentai. This is meant to be a ecchi. This is meant to be a completely tame, aired on TV show. And it's like, how is that fucking possible?
I think it's going to get banned.
Yeah! It's like, how in the actual fuck was this manga written? And how did a studio say, yep, let's make a show of that and put it on TV? It's like, fucking how?
Like, I understand if a scientist wanted to change themselves into a dog just to get more girls to look at them or something, but this is above and beyond.
Because if it was, the kid got turned into a dog, and then the kid saw a female dog and got interested, that's fine. At least that makes logical sense.
Or maybe the anime where he gets turned into a dog by accident and everybody around him is trying to figure out how to help him or something.
Yep, that makes logical sense. This show makes no logical sense.
No.
Oh, also, apparently, he has the ability to change back sometimes, but it's inconsistent, because at some point, he goes to class, and then runs up to the teacher who's female, and does a similar thing to the teacher in class in front of other students. Again, this is not hentai. I don't know how that's possible.
The main character is a literal bitch.
Apparently. Like, it's, I don't, how does this show exist? Like, I don't
I am at a
know.
loss for words.
So, let's say it this way, guys. It's the show that makes interspecies reviewers look tame by comparison. And that's impossible. This show is impossible.
The weather might be clear, but I think it's raining bitches.
I left off in 1370 Lapras because I got tired of looking at Lapras.
If you want a shiny hunt for Lapras, go on Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I think you'll have better luck there.
Yeah, probably.
If you have Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I pretty much recommend to everyone, if you want the entire...
If you want
first
Gen 1 Pokedex, get Pikachu and Eevee.
get Pikachu and Eevee, yeah.
Also, make sure you're shiny hunting correctly.
Because apparently we weren't, and A-Drive
the
were.
entire community was wrong. So please make sure you're looking at an up-to-date video.
Yeah, look at A-Drive's up-to-date video. Now am I wrong?
So
that anime as a concept to me is...
The only thing I can make it, that I can even describe as an equivalent is, what if Satan Academy, except we see what happens in closed doors between the male and females of their species? That's... I can't comprehend.
Like, or maybe, like, it's just a pervy dog, normal pervy dog.
Oh, and also, by the way, I guess the other things I should say at some point, the dog and the girl are walking, and the girl specifically purposely has the dog walk under her so that the dog can look up her skirt. And also, this girl is very into, dogs' tails. And by that, I mean she literally puts them in her mouth. And probably everywhere else. But at least her mouth. Like...
How have we not banned the show from being watched yet?
I just said it made interspecies reviewers, a show we've already banned, look tame. So, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I think I need to specifically ask, have we banned this show from ever being watched?
Here's the thing. The anime is not...
written or made
I mean,
yet.
it's not done, but I can't imagine any way in which we watch it. I'm not even sure it's a show that I would purchase or watch.
It makes Satan Academy look so much better than that anime from the sounds of it. Oh, man. What the hell did it block?
I love it blocked the term kiss her.
Oh my god!
I think that...
Are you kidding me?
Look,
but I understand.
I have this turned down. I can't... If I don't turn it down... If I turn it down any more, it goes off.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Because
I can't read it, even though you have allowed it.
There's a video of a girl who went
Ugh. That's nasty.
I mean, it's nasty for many reasons.
And your anime is nasty.
But yeah, as a reminder, guys. I'm not... Okay.
What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell? Well, the
no,
funny thing,
no, no,
the
no,
funny
no!
thing is, so the funny thing is that Mother's Basement lives in Canada.
Canada, eh?
Canada. So the manga exists. These scenes exist in the manga.
I
In
couldn't
Canada,
imagine.
it's legal for you to own that. But what it's not legal for you to do is cross the border with it. Now, I don't understand what the difference between those two things are, why you can't cross the border with something you can legally own, but apparently you can't. So,
What?
irregardless of that, though, I get that people are into some weird stuff. I get that people are into Anthro. But there comes a point when you become too non-human. This has gone way beyond that point. Like there are people who get upset when you fuck a Pokémon. This is beyond that. This is beyond any semblance of a line. Like, this show doesn't even know where the line in the sand is anymore. It's so far gone. Just... like...
What is this world coming to?
So, all that to say, the author of the show is into some really, really out there shit. Probably should not be supported.
Some deep stuff.
If you, for some reason, are interested in that shit, just watch Interspecies Reviewers. It's a better show.
Or Satan Academy.
Yeah, and if you don't want horny, watch Satan Academy. It's also a better show. This has been your daily distraction with Older Bro.
Yeah, probably Satan Academy is one of the few anime that I would buy on the spot if they made a season 2.
I'll definitely watch it if they put up a season 2. I will immediately, like, put that on the list.
Like, the only way I got the original DVD for season 1 was to get a Japanese exclusive disc.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's a disc or it's a fake disc just with the entire anime downloaded onto it. In which case,
yeah.
I don't care. I technically own the show. Because I want to support that show in any way I can. Like, I want it to come back.
Yeah.
Because from my understanding is we have more manga of Satan Academy, and it's not done yet. Therefore, and they're waiting on the manga to be done.
Yeah.
But
now I actually have to look up this show so that I can write down to watch it, because I don't know what the title is.
Hey there, Rover. Come on over.
I will say, though, unlike Interspecies Reviewers, which we won't watch, but I
also
do keep saying, it is banned, but I will keep saying the name for it. This is a show that I won't say the name of. It's not. No.
Puppy love.
I could probably type that in and say anime and get the name of the show. I'm gonna need to go into private mode for this shit.
I have to look up Satan Academy Season 2 again.
Still ain't happening.
Okay, so it seems that the next stage of Satan Academy's manga is done. So now we are just waiting for confirmation on a season 2. Like, if there was a Kickstarter, like, wanting a Season 2 of Academy, I might donate to that. Because, yeah, I want a fucking Season 2.
Yeah, I mean... God. Oh, please tell me that's not Crunchyroll. No, I refuse to believe Crunchyroll made that. Hold on.
Sponsored by Crunchyroll.
No! I wouldn't watch that show if Crunchyroll paid me to watch it. From literally, so just to be clear, this show is so spicy that Mother's Basement listed out like saying, I can't even tell you some of the tags on this show without getting demonetized. Like,
can you at least show me the name of it? Because I want to avoid it as much as possible.
I'm trying to find who made the damn thing. This title is bullshit. The title is listed as, or the show is listed as, this is the description of the show. The story follows the protagonist, who wakes up one day transformed as this dog.
Okay.
Pet dog of his cool and beautiful classmate. Classmate's name. That's it. That's all they tell you about the show. That is nowhere near a description of this show.
Like, so a scientist didn't change him into...
No, she did. Just the description. The IMDb description refuses to give any further details of this guy turns into a dog and becomes the pet of classmate. And that's all they say, because there's nothing else you need other than, like, you hear that and you're immediately like, uh-oh. And nothing about the show takes those fears away. So, God. Like, here, I'm just gonna show you a shot of this show. Not the show, just a shot of this show.
Girl, you need a shot, B12, you know
like,
you do.
Oh, also, well, no, I won't even mention that one. Like, this is shot number 1 of this show. Not the cover, just this is the first photo that loads up.
Judging by the shots.
Just, as a reminder, the main character is a literal dog. And that's the first shot. You know you've done it wrong when that's the first shot.
To me, it sounds like they did Magical Senpai, but worse.
No, no, hold on. I can make a comparison here. They did Magical Senpai, except the only characters are that guy and his sister. And not only did they say, yep, we're going full-on sistership, and we're gonna have no other options, but we're also going to have a group of friends that show up and say that they wish that they were the sister. And also a rival that shows up that says, you know, I'm much more beautiful than the sister. Why does he want to do that to her? And then also, he's a dog. Like, there are so many cursed images.
Yeah, not even Magical Senpai Season 2 really has been confirmed. So, good. Good. Well, okay, I say good, but in actuality, guys, I did enjoy the show. It's just, I was kind of, most of my reactions weren't first-time reactions. So I think I would have enjoyed the show more when we reviewed it if I watched it for the first time. Like, I still have a, like, I still like Magical Senpai enough to be like, okay, like, it wasn't terrible. I could see them having a season 2.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I actually have to look this up on further.
what I didn't know about Magical Senpai was it tried to be Nichijou.
Yes.
Like, how many anime out there is about a magical girl that does actual magic tricks like David Blaine? David Blaine's one of the big magic people, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Or Chris Angel. Yeah, like how many magical girls out there that have anime are like that? I think Magical Senpai is one of the only ones, and it's probably one of the only good ones.
I'm now done looking up information, but so ask the question again. That are actual like magical girls, as in magic, like
Yeah, magic
magicians?
like Magical Senpai, like magicians.
Hello, Croc.
Like how many anime out there is like that? I can't
Very
think of.
few.
Yeah. Hey, Croc. So I think Magical Senpai is one of the only examples we have of it, and it's probably the only good one out of all of them, maybe.
Okay. You know what? This still isn't sufficient. So I looked it up on Wikipedia, and their descriptions include only the terms rom-com, which, sure, and erotic comedy. And I'm like,
Nope.
that's still not sufficient. We've been... Okay, Croc. We're a little bit behind on recording, so we're a bit exhausted from recording, but... Otherwise, we're okay. So, yeah, I'm going to do the thing that I, usually don't. And, I'm going to look up my list. So,
Yeah, how many magician girl anime is there out there?
I legit don't know any others. So it's like, they might exist, but I've never heard of them.
You've never heard of them. Yeah, that's
Here's the
something.
thing. There are a lot of shows where people are themed as magicians, but they
Yes.
are actual magic. Like, they're...
Yes.
But they're not...
Like the one chick from Batman.
Yeah, like, that kind of stuff exists all the time. But in terms of just, they're a magician, and by that they mean a person who does card tricks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a performer. None. Like, I don't think there's any.
So maybe that's why I have like a little bit of a soft spot for Magical Senpai, because like I support this idea. I want to see more of it.
Yeah, I also support the idea. I support a better studio doing that idea. Okay, I'm on AniList, one of the best sources of any information about a show. So,
I got them on Craigslist. That must be a really long list.
even the High Dive, so I guess this is going to be on High Dive, even the High Dive description isn't quite sufficient. No, we have not, Croc. I haven't kept track of the Minecraft snapshots in, like, years.
Yeah, guys, like we used to play Minecraft a lot, but we just kind of been diving away from it for years.
Oh, they added in, cherry trees.
Oh. Cool. I like how Barnyard beat Minecraft to that. They had cherry trees, I think banana trees, apple trees. But, yeah, guys, if you know of any, like, magician performance animes, let us know about them. And don't say Dark Magician Girl from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that doesn't count. We mean Magical Senpai levels of magician girls.
Show 3 spoiler tags. Okay, so...
Oh, wow. Right as I talked to the lady at Egg Hatched. Good job.
So,
Good job, Braylon.
Okay, the tags on Annie list are better. As in, so I count the tags as being anything over 75%. Or anything 75% and up. That is the stuff that everyone agrees about this show. So, there are 4 tags that are above 75% or above. Unfortunately, one of them is missing. But the ones that they do have is POV, which it's like basically first-person show where you're coming from the point of view of a character.
Oh god, so it'd be in the dog's point of view. Fuck, what? No.
Primarily female cast.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily make the anime bad. But...
Nudity. And human pet. And that still, I don't think, clearly tells you what this show is.
Look. I know of a better, in quotes, dog anime. Like, there's literally an...
No.
There's literally an anime where this girl acts like a dog. And that's just, like, one of her personality traits. And it's not that bad of an anime at all. Like, the very few clips I've watched, it looks really good. I'm just saying, I would watch that anime over that one any day.
I'm gonna check the other source, the other main source that everyone thinks of, which is my anime list. Because if there's anybody who's gonna have information on it, it's my anime list. And well, this is a this is a good start. My anime list lists the show at a 5.2.
Ooh. I'm guessing that's out of 10. But yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
Let me see if it gives tags anywhere in this dang thing. More information.
Weapon taunts. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
Good job, Braylon. Sorry, I guess it's a web manga, so it's basically a web comic. Even better. 12 minutes an episode. Damn, that's a short episode. Although I guess there isn't much more to it than what it is. Even this still is not sufficient. They put comedy, ecchi, rated R+. For mild nudity.
Rough. Literal rough. Yeah, I think that's an anime we never watch. Like, you talking about dog anime makes me want to watch that anime I was just talking about.
You know what? You go for it.
But I kind of wanted to save my...
Wait, what was the show?
Okay, so there's another anime that has to do with, like, dog-like things. Literally, it's only one girl in the anime. One girl in the anime acts like a dog. And it is...
Oh, yeah. That's the more...
tame.
Yeah, that's the much more tame
Because,
show.
as far as I'm aware, nothing like that happens.
Yeah.
And it is very, very freaking cute. Like, really adorable. But anyway, it's just a personality trait that the character has. And I think what makes it even more cute is she has a hair that sticks up in the middle of her head. She can somehow wag it back and forth. It's so weird.
There was another show that was in the trash anime for this season where they showed the character on screen and he was saying that her hair has a mind of its own, and you can literally see it's just literally trying to make her fly away with how much it's flapping around on its own. And it's like, yup. So, I know that kind of stuff. Where it's not even an animation error, it's just a design decision they made for some reason.
Yeah, I just find it weird because, like, who can control how wavy their hair is?
No one.
Like, that's not a thing. But, I mean, in the anime I just described, they made it very adorable, but... See you, Croc.
Have a good evening, Croc.
Yeah, now I'm even struggling to find that anime.
Oh my fucking god. Take... Oh, okay, that has to be their last name.
I think I found the anime you were just describing.
I mean,
on
I just
accident.
said, all you have to do is type 2023 anime dog, and you'll figure out what the fucking show is.
I'm trying to find the other one.
But,
Of course, Seton Academy comes up in the top 10.
So I think one of the... Let me check. Let me look this girl up.
Where is she? Not her. It's not a blonde chick. It's a gray-haired chick. Maybe it is this one.
Okay, yeah. I'm not going insane. So yeah, this girl, her name is Karen.
Oh, no.
Which, that's even worse than you think it is.
Oh, no.
So, her full name is Karen Inukai. And that's... So, in Japan, they make words by tacking things together, similar to kind of like German would do. Not exactly the same, but a similar concept. So, her name actually has meaning. Her name... So, for example, Karen is Karen, which means add love. And Inukai means raise, or dog raise. So her name is literally stands for raise dog add love. It's like,
what?
This girl's name is her desires.
What?
So,
a lot of expectations with that name. Like,
yeah, these expectations. The exact expectations we're getting.
Rough.
The only way that they could have made this girl's name more on the nose is if they called her, her name was literally Dogfucker. If that's her online handle. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, that's true, that's true, Braylon, but unfortunately, there's nothing that can be done about that now.
My Twitch froze. What did he say?
He said Diana deserved to be the queen, to be honest. And I'm like, yeah, ain't much that can be done about that now, since, you know, she died.
Dirty Diana, no.
But yeah, I can agree to that. But
anyway, I will try to find the better anime. Like,
you don't say.
but yeah, it completely slipped my mind that yes, technically Satan Academy is an anime dog girl anime.
Oh my god, this is the cover of one of the fucking manga. Hold on.
What?
This is the cover of book 4.
What is it?
Just hold on. I need to back this out. Hold on. No, not that. I need you. Hold on. It's zoomed in on me, and I can't show this off accurately.
That's rough. What, Braylon?
That's the cover of the 4th manga.
No.
Just every part of this is a cursed image.
I would sooner buy the Satan Academy manga and go bankrupt than to buy that. That reminds me, I really should buy the Satan Academy manga.
The thing that pisses me off is I think they didn't even... maybe it's a bit oversized.
Oh, by the way, guys, the manga that I will absolutely buy from anyone for any price. If any of you own the original Falsifighters manga, I will purchase it from you immediately.
Yeah, that is fucked up, Braylon. That's messed up. But, I mean, they're the Royals, so...
Yeah, if there's any manga I want more than any, it is Falsifighters.
Yeah.
Only because it's not sold anywhere. Like, I can't find anybody owning it.
Just remember that every time you hear something fucked up about the royal family, it's like, well, I mean, they are a German family who technically run England and have, like, well, I guess it's not a Scottish name, but, like, they adopted, like, a name to try to be as non-German as possible. I can't even remember what their actual, like, last name technically would be. Windsor, they just made up. Well, I guess they didn't make it up. Windsor Castle, I think, was a real thing. But I can't remember what their actual name was. I nicknamed my Abra Wizard. Hey, I mean, that's a good name. I don't see a problem.
Yeah, I just searched for it again for Falsifighters manga. Nothing.
Nope.
I don't even know how many of them there were. There could have only been one. Oh, man. I'd give anything to have those manga. But yeah, I like how a lot of people would have gave anything to get Falsifighters 3. We got 3 and it sucked.
No, there are a few things that I give that much of a shit about that I'd say I'd give anything for. And again, I've already said one of them is Coliseum XD sequel. But
yeah, I like how Falsifighters got its third game finally, and XD didn't get
nope.
its third.
Probably never will.
And if we do, it's going to be made by a different company.
Yep. Hey, that's fine.
It will be a similar situation to Snap.
Yep, and Pokemon Snap 2 was a good game. Like, it mostly captured the same feel as the original game. The original game was a lot more jank because it was older, but like it had a very similar feel and was enjoyed. So I cannot say that Namco Bandai failed. They did a very good job. So, yeah. But yeah, don't hope for a Pokemon Coliseum XD ports or 3 for Pokemon Day. It ain't happening.
It would definitely be something.
Yeah. What you can hope for is DLC for Scarlet and Violet, or an update to Scarlet and Violet to actually add the rest of the damn map that they cut off.
Or Pokemon Home compatibility with Scarlet and Violet.
That also, but that's likely. But Coliseum 3 not happening.
Speaking of Scarlet and Violet, I just beat Scarlet, technically. I have to go through the school thing, and that's it. And then, on my own time, I will try and attempt to get the last character cutscene. What was his name again? What teacher was he? Not the English teacher. It wasn't the English teacher. Anyway, the guy that required you to make a Herba Mystica sandwich for him, I'm gonna try to
get him there.
Yeah. And I will record that along with me getting the shiny charm.
Fair enough.
Yeah, one of my friends recommended that if and when I shiny hunt, I should just use one sandwich and just keep opening and closing my game. That way I can keep reusing the same sandwich over and over. It works.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
How the hell does that work?
Okay, so this is how it works. So, you make the sandwich and the effects last for however long. Then once the sandwich effects are over, then you close the game and reopen it, and they are all new different Pokemon. Like, they are not, like, pre-rendered like Sword and Shield is. Like, it is different Pokemon every time.
Oh, yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because he did it for the Shiny Glade.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the only ways I know that works. Like, every time you go into a picnic, it reloads the whole map. So, it's different Pokemon every time.
Do you know any musicians that that you could name it?
Mozart.
I don't know. Is Cricketata would Cricketata be Mozart?
Isn't he the one that did the violins a lot? Or was that Beethoven?
Don't know. I can't remember all the instruments played by the classical.
You can always name it after the sad...
Yeah, I know Beethoven did a piano. I think all of them did multiple instruments, but I know Beethoven had the piano. That's his main.
You could always name it after the world's smallest violin from SpongeBob. Allow me to play the saddest song on the world's saddest...
Vivaldi, yeah.
On the world's smallest violin.
I don't know.
Oh, you got that out.
That's my best suggestion.
The world's saddest violin. Good nickname for a Pokemon.
The character limit is 12. Then I would not suggest doing anything over 12 characters. So, yeah, I just say do something like Vivaldi or something like that. I would not try to do the world's smallest violin.
Yeah, I'm debating whether or not to skip to Arceus or skip to Scarlet and Violet. Because I kind of want to shiny hunt Arceus more than I want to in Scarlet and Violet.
I don't know. Look, this is outside my my wheelhouse. This is all up to you. So
I'm just saying, I think I could get more out of Arceus than I could get more out of Scarlet and Violet. Like, don't get me
Maybe.
wrong, I random encountered 3 shinies during my playthrough of Scarlet.
uh-huh.
But it doesn't... It pales in comparison to Arceus.
Yeah.
Because I still think Arceus is a better game than Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Even though Enamorus was a pain in the fucking ass. Like, ugh, I hated those. Hated them so much.
It always concerns me though when somebody's playing Doki Doki Literature Club for the first time, and it's like, oh, I don't think you know what's coming. You fool.
Yeah, like, guys, when I first played Doki Doki Literature Club, I was, at that point, I was just watching World God Only Knows, and I'm like, you know what, I want to go play some popular visual novels.
Uh-huh.
Number 1 was DDLC, I knew nothing about it.
Uh-huh.
Played it, I was like, oh shit.
Yep. Named her Sad Violin. Well, that works too.
But yeah, guys, for years, I've never found the dating sim I was looking for. Because, again, I watched The World God Only Knows, and in that anime, they had games where your options mattered towards one character you were trying to get with.
He still hasn't found what he's looking for.
Here's the thing, I think I already have. Like with me playing Karuo Shoujo and with me playing DDLC Blue Skies, I think I have found the game I was looking for twice in the same year at the same time. But I do not yet know because I haven't beaten those games. So I will have a better opinion when both Blue Skies and Karuo Shoujo have been concluded. But if you think there are better dating sim games, actual dating sim games like these games we're playing, let us know and I will schedule them. Because, guys, when I look up dating sims in Steam or on Google, I get visual novels made. Like, they are visual novels with very few options, and sometimes the options... Okay, not sometimes. More often than not, the options don't matter.
Yeah.
And I don't like that as a concept. I want to play a dating sim where the options matter. And Lily of the Valley gave us... what? One option at the very end of the fucking game where you either choose to smile or you don't.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter that much.
To me, that's not a dating sim.
No. It wasn't. You don't date her.
No, it's not.
It's
It
a
was
visual novel.
It was
isn't a dating sim.
It was as big as
Not even a romance game.
and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, guys, when I play visual novels for Valentine's Day junkets, I don't know anything about the game. It could be a visual novel, it could not be. And Lily of the Valley was not. So the reason why I have so many visual novels as Valentine's Day junket is because I am looking for dating sims. So that's when we play all of our visual novels. To see if there is one or not. Because how old is the anime world God only knows now? Like 2011 anime? 2012?
I don't know.
That's how old.
Let me see.
That's how long I've been looking for dating sims, guys. Pretty much since the start of this channel, I've been looking for that game.
2010 to 2013. So
Yeah, and Kawa Shoujo
over 10 years old at this point.
Yeah, and Kawa Shoujo was made after that or before it. Because if it's by 4chan, I'm guessing either around the same time or before it.
It released January 2012.
So it's after.
After the first season, yeah.
So yeah, guys, I have been wanting to play those kinds of games since I've seen World God Only Knows when it came out. So it took me 10 years to finally maybe find them. But again, I still really don't know yet. So, but I will probably know by the end of both Kazuha Shoujo and Blue Skies. But even if they aren't the games I'm looking for, I've still been enjoying them so far. By the way, has World God Only Knows got a second season since 2010 yet?
We watched all 3 seasons of the show.
Oh!
And that was it.
It ended?
That was the end. Like, I think that was even the end of the manga. Like, it's actually just done. Like,
What?
There's no more story.
That was the end.
Yeah. Yeah, manga is done. And I think the anime adapted the entire manga.
Like, I kind of remember the ending, and I think they could have done more with it.
I mean, he got with a girl. Like, there wasn't much else to it. Like,
What happened to the time traveling arc? I swear there was a time traveling arc in the...
no, it wasn't time traveling. It was just that he, they just had, like, it wasn't really that it was time traveling, it was just they had the goddesses, which woke up. It wasn't really time traveling.
Yeah, but I thought there was a manga for World God Only Knows where he time traveled and he dated, like, a Cleopatra woman.
I mean, could be.
I specifically remember talking about that. But I thought we said something that it was so bad that it didn't even get an anime for that. Because from my understanding, like in the anime, he doesn't get with the girl actually. He thought one of the goddesses was this girl, and it turned out not to be, and now she remembers. Well, she doesn't remember everything, but she fell in love with him. It's weird. Regardless, they explore more on the guitar girl's relationship with him in the next arc in the manga, from my understanding, and it's a time-traveling arc.
Yes, there is one other arc, and it is a time travel arc, but that's it. So the manga is completely done. The anime will almost certainly never get that final season.
Yeah, because I thought we looked into it, and the developers thought it was so weird that it, like, they didn't want to do another season or something.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, at the end of the anime, he doesn't really get with anyone.
Sort of. Well, he hits on a girl
who
who
he thought
was not possessed. And
who he thought was possessed.
Yeah.
And that makes it weird for the next arc in the manga, and I'm pretty sure they explore upon that or something.
Yeah, so I think he basically just gets with her.
Yeah, I think we read somewhere that he does.
Yeah, it's just
But yeah, I am interested in seeing that arc, even though I think it's also weird. Like, why does he time travel?
something happens in the past. I don't know.
Anyway, I'm just saying, if another World God Only Knows season came out, I would probably watch it, regardless what I thought
maybe,
the manga would be.
I mean, look, I just love the World God Only Knows for its premise. You live in a universe where God throws out all the demons out of heaven, or throws out like the third of the angels out of heaven, and they become demons. It literally has the actual Christian God part of it. That happened, and then later on, the demons just got super pissed off. Some of the demons just got super pissed off that some of these other demons were even more sinful than them. They were like the absolute actual worst. So they just betrayed the demons and just threw them out and reformed hell. It's like, I just like that concept of just like, these demons are so terrible that they are causing the other demons to look bad.
Yeah, that was.
So we threw them. We threw them out of hell and made new hell.
There was actually a recent post about the World God Only Knows Season 4, and they said there's a very low chance that it can happen. Here's why. I'm guessing because the time travel bullshit is so fucking weird that they didn't want to do that.
There's that. The show is extremely
old,
so getting back to it's going to be very unlikely.
I mean, didn't they just confirm Nichijou Season 2?
No. That's never been a thing.
I could have swore we were talking about it.
No. I, in fact, very specifically said that they were never going to do that.
Well, I know they're continuing the manga, so to me it stands to reason they would maybe make a Season 2.
Okay, that is true. The manga did return to serialization 2 years ago, after being gone for over 6 years. But from my understanding, there is not and has never been an announcement about any further content.
I'm just saying, like, probably Nichijou Season 2 is more likely than World God Only Knows last arc.
Yes. It's still not going to happen. Although, I wouldn't hate it because, as with most of the shows that I really enjoy, it was created by Kyoto Animation. And if there's any studio who I believe could bring Nichijou back and do better than the first time, it's Kyoto Animation. Oh, you got Rock Smash. That's cool. Have fun with that.
But, anyway.
But yeah, like Kyoto Animation, the studio who can do no wrong, and even when they do wrong, it's right when they do it.
So, I'm just going to assume, since the manga for Nichijou is coming back, it is probably the table.
It is more likely by 1,000 miles than that you will ever see the World God Only Knows again.
But which one is more likely? Nichijou Season 2, Final World God Only Know, or Satan Academy Season 2?
either besides the world God only knows. I would assume Satan Academy is first. Well, here's the thing. Satan Academy is probably more likely to have a season 2 because it's a newer show. If enough manga comes out for an Ichijo, there's enough of a following to get an anime brought back. But it's still less likely than Satan Academy, a new show, getting a second season. And the world God only knows has no new manga, has one arc that there really doesn't seem to be any interest in ever doing an anime of, and is basically 0% likely to come back.
Which is funny, because I was just seeing some of the posts about new World God Only Knows arc, or the final season, or whatever, and they were saying, yeah, instead of hoping for that, you should just read the manga.
Yes, you should.
I mean, I'm not against it. Like, I don't mind, like, I have very few manga, and probably World God Only Knows is one of the few manga I'd probably get. Okay, I say few. There is a bunch of manga I want. I want all the Dragon Ball manga. I want all the World God Only Knows manga. Fossil Fighters if I can get it. Probably Satan Academy. I don't know about Naruto or One Piece. I'd probably get Dragon Maid manga, but that's a rough one to read, because from my understanding of Dragon Maid, it's not censored. Like, right? Dragon Maid manga, it's not censored. From my understanding.
I don't think so. Look, here's the thing. When it's manga, they can get away with a lot more, and many take advantage of it.
Like, I maybe talked into the SAO manga. I definitely get the Konosuba manga.
Well, the SAO manga doesn't have that. That was only in the light. That wasn't even in the light novel. Light novel. That was specifically in the original release by Reki Kawahara online. So, like, because it was re-released twice. So he had, like, an original online version, and then I think a light novel, and then I think maybe a manga from the light novel or something.
Yeah.
So, like, but that stuff was not in the light novel. It was in the previous
I was just saying having the physical copy.
But, like,
I wasn't saying having the uncensored version.
I know.
I don't want the uncensored version. Oh, man. But yeah, probably all the popular anime that I enjoy, those are probably manga I wouldn't mind having. But one thing I would never do is buy the next arc of a show that hasn't come out yet, with maybe an exception for World God Only Knows, because I don't think we're ever getting that final season.
Never.
I'm also not too sure about Madoka Magica, because I think they've confirmed a new season and they're working on it, but it still hasn't come out yet.
Yeah. Madoka Magica is miraculously finally coming out as, like, with another season after a shit ton of time.
Yeah, and Madoka Magica, guys, is another show that is very hard to watch. I know it kind of, by the end of the show, it gets all rewritten or something, like...
Yeah.
Like, Madoka makes the perfect wish and becomes pretty much all-powerful or whatever, and she saves everyone, but it was still pretty rough to watch.
Yeah, we know that In 2021, a sequel to Rebellion is in production. That is all we know.
Must be working hard on it if it's taking this long.
I have no idea. It's Shaft. They do whatever the fuck they want. And, well, here's the thing. It's Shaft, and Shaft also does a lot of stuff that is, like, probably more important to them than Mox Magica. Because, for example, let me scroll down.
They got shafted.
Well, for example, they did Hidamari's Sketch.
Don't know what that is.
A decently well-known show. The Monogatari series.
Don't know it.
Bake Monogatari, and several others. There's Dance in the Vampire Bun, that one I know. There's another Monogatari, there's another Monogatari. Monogatari is a very big franchise, and it's probably one of the biggest franchises. Nisekoi.
That one's I've at least heard of.
March Comes In Like a Lion, which I've heard of. Oh, and they also did some work on Fate. So the Fate franchise, Fate Extra Last Encore.
The games?
Yeah, they did a thing, a 13 episode thing for that game.
Okay.
Oh, and they also did just for a thing here. They also did they've technically done Madoka Magica content, because in 2021 they did Madoka Magica Side Story, and they did a sequel to the Madoka Magica Side Story, but it's not...
The video games?
No. These are anime.
Oh.
They don't do video games, they do anime.
I could have swore there was a Madoka Magica video game.
It was. That wasn't this. I don't think they do the video games, I think they have other companies.
Oh.
So, but anyways, but yeah, so they had 12 episodes of Madoka Magica side story stuff. But yeah, they're also pretty busy doing Ruby, because they're...
Oh, they help out with Ruby?
No, they're doing the Ruby anime, Ruby Ice Queendom. The one that forced all the anime sites to actually put Ruby on their site, because they made an actual Ruby anime and an actual Ruby manga, and they're doing the Ruby anime.
Yeah, Ruby is probably one of the top anime I want to fucking watch. Like, it's pretty high up there,
so
but...
to be clear, it looks like the new thing is going to be a movie. The Madoka Magica the movie.
I figured if it's taking this long to develop it. I wonder if it's going to deal with the last arc and actually maybe conclude the series.
Yeah.
Let's get them to do World God Only Knows final arc as well.
Yeah, it looks like they do the animations for like like any of their games, but they don't do the actual games.
Now, the Madoka Magica video game, was that only on the App Store, or was there an actual physical game? Because I know of very few anime that have actual physical games.
Looks, it says iOS, Android, Windows, but that's probably still just...
if it says iOS and Windows, it's probably the app.
Yeah. Although it may not currently be available.
Yeah, it's a delisted game. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw it on the App Store. Like, I thought about downloading it, but I never did, so I never played it, but I knew it existed. God damn
I
it.
guess it ran. It's done.
What
We
anime?
can act the Ruby actual anime.
Oh, it's completely done?
Yeah, looks like it.
No more Ruby?
No, I mean the anime. was
Oh.
released.
Oh, they finished making the current
Yeah.
season of Ruby.
Oh, perfect. So, it's Ruby Ice Queendom is between Volume 1 and Volume 2. The first 3 episodes are a recap of Volume 1 with additional story elements that lead up to Ice Queendom's story, and the final episode is set during the first episode of Volume 2. So, basically, it's Season 1 plus...
So it's the OVA to season 1.
No, it's 12 episodes.
Oh.
It's a full anime.
Well, yes, but
So, it's 12
I'm
episodes.
saying that full anime is the OVA to season 1.
It's 12 episodes, that 3 of which recap all the stuff that happened in Season 1 and add a bit more details that tie into this show. Then the show happens, and then the final episode happens during Volume 2's Episode 1. So it's basically... Yeah, it's basically a season... It's basically Ruby 1.5, the anime.
Oh, by the way, is Ruby's Chibi still a thing?
I don't think it is. I've
Well-
not heard anything about it.
Well, it's possible that we've only not heard about it because I know they moved it to their main site.
No, I looked on the site. I don't see it there either.
Oh.
As far as I'm aware, that was just a temporary thing. Yeah. So 3 seasons. That's it.
Oh, rough.
It was basically a Ruby side story. It was a good Ruby side story, but I haven't kept up with Ruby, so.
Yeah, guys, we really loved Ruby Chibi when it came out.
It was good.
Yeah. And we have still not seen the actual anime.
Nope.
None of us. Ruby is on the schedule, right? I'd imagine it being on the schedule.
I think it is, yeah. It's behind me, so I guess I can just turn around.
Yeah, I see it. It's all the way at the bottom. Yep, there it is.
Yep, it's the final show in the chunk of shows that we set aside for, like, this is the current list. Which, that reminds me, after the next show, we have to go back over that. So, because I'm chunking it every, like, 5 shows that we refresh the list.
So I need to reorganize what I want to watch.
Yeah, something. We might not add much to it, but just to make sure that the list is correct, there's nothing that's changed, that's been added or swapped around or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there are anime out there now that I want to watch more.
Yeah, so.
But We Never Learn is still one of them that I really fucking want to watch. Like, that is probably still my number 1.
Yeah. But yeah, once we pass that line, that's when it gets refreshed.
Oh, okay.
So, everything above.
Oh, I
the
thought
blue
we
line-
were at 5
Everything
now.
above the blue line is set. It doesn't change.
Okay.
Although I did have to swap a show out, but like that was for extenuating circumstances. And I was choosing between those 2 shows, but that slot anyways. So. But yeah, once that happens, then I go refresh the list, swap in new things.
Because new anime come out, and there's anime we want to watch even more now than originally planned.
Yeah, I think I figured out the... I think I figured out though how this is gonna work though.
Yeah.
Whenever we get to this, which will not be anytime soon. But
Yeah, the only way we make a second channel, like.
but regardless, if and when we get to that, I think these will stay as that. These are gonna be newer shows, and this one's gonna be for older shows.
So basically, like anime that come out like day one, we start watching.
It's not even day one, but it's like the idea being
that year those anime.
Yeah. The idea being that the Saturday Sunday hit anime show
and
slot
the
is for newer shows that are hit anime, and then shows that are older we put.
And those are
here.
basically the retro.
It doesn't even have to be retro. It can be stuff that was even like 5 years old, but it's stuff that isn't like the newer hotness shows.
Yes.
So.
Speaking of like old shows like coming back, I wonder if Fist of the North Star is still going on.
Maybe. Probably not, honestly. I think that show was done even like a long time ago.
Like I know recently it had a new game that was on the PS4.
Yeah.
And it looks really good, and I put it on the schedule. I want to play it. Obayo wa mo shindaru.
Yeah.
At least we can say for certain Fist of the North Star is probably a better anime than Magical Senpai. Like
I'm very tired.
I gave it an 8 and you gave it a 7.
Yeah. To answer the question, yes, it is. It's the way to describe it though is that Fist of the North Star is harder to watch, just because it's an older show. It's got a lot of crust to it, but
and
it's
gory.
Yeah.
But
even the gore is not that bad.
Yeah, it doesn't really show the gore.
Yeah, it's fine, but it's just an older show. It's crusty, but it's good. Magical Senpai is new and clean and not that good. So, yeah.
But is Magical Senpai better than SAO?
I'd say they suffer from similar problems.
SAO has a bigger following, but that's because of their
SAO is a bigger following, but
video games.
Yes and no. It's SAO is a wish fulfillment show at its core. This would piss off people who watch SAO, but fundamentally, SAO is exactly the same as a harem anime show. It is exactly the same kind of show. The entire show is about one guy who is awesome, and all the girls fawn over him. The only difference between that show and a harem show is that
he got with one of them.
Is that he chose one girl, and the other ones are like, well, we know you chose, but we're just going to keep following you around and hope that doesn't work out so that we can get with you later.
Well, I don't know how that can work out when they got married.
Good luck figuring that out.
Oh, look, I haven't seen season 2, but no, I have not seen season 2. We've seen season 1.
Yeah, we've seen season 1 at 1 and season 1.5.
I know season 2, from my understanding, is better than season 1.
Yeah. No. It's
Well, everybody that I talk to who know about SAO, they love Season 2.
So there's a
But mainly
so-
due to the sniper.
yes. So the way to describe this is no, but the short answer is no. The long answer is sort of, but still no. The SAO Season 2, they go to a game where basically the plot of Season 2.
Oh, I've seen the episode. I've seen the first episode of Season 2 by accident. So I already know what happens.
Yeah, but that plot for the full arc, fucking insane, weird, whatever the hell. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. The game doesn't make any sense. Fucking, it's still... Reki Kawahara still does not understand how to make games that make sense. Even in that season. That game does not make any sense.
Okay.
Because again, it's not about the games, it's about the romance. It's about, it's a...
Maybe that's why they like the sniper. The sniper tries to romance up the main character, Kun.
But, that character, cool. Enjoyable. Now, from what I understand, the asterisk to that, another studio made an SAO side story set in that game with a different main character, and that show is much better than SAO's Season 2. Because they, from my understanding, they understand how to make a fucking game. But that's... I have no further knowledge of it, so I will not judge it until we watch it.
But yeah, everybody that I...
The Season 2.5... That season, I would argue, is better. But the reason that season's better is because Kirito is not in that season. Because the season is all about Asuna.
Okay.
So, and that was an actual fun season of the show. I enjoyed that season of the show when I last watched it, and that may change now. I might rewatch it later and determine I don't like it.
But yeah, everybody that I know who does SAO anything, they talk about the sniper. Like, that's probably one of the first things they talk about.
Yeah.
And
The character, cool. The game, fucking illogical.
like, I've seen what the sniper can do, and just from her first scene alone, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah, but the game is just fucking illogical. So.
But
Anyways, not the point.
anyway, I think the sniper is what made Season 2, from my understanding.
Yeah, but a good character does not a badly designed game fix. This gets back to my problem with this gets back to your question about which show is better. They both suffer from the same fundamental problems. They don't know what they want. Or they know what they want and they're bad at it. Magical Senpai wants to be Nichijou. It's incredibly terrible when it's Nichijou. Or, sorry, maybe I should describe it this way. What Magical Senpai wants to be is a rom-com styled like Nichijou. And the romance portion is standard at absolute best and below standard most accurately.
It's purposeful, like, hints of stuff, and they do it badly.
Yeah, it's like, it's just not well structured. The problem is, their theming doesn't fit with the kind of show they want to do. All the stuff that they clearly want to do is they want to put all the characters in sexual scenes and make it like a comedy, like a romantic comedy.
Well, I mean, I'll give them props. They have the assistant to the main magic user be more competent than the magic user themselves.
Yes, I get that it's meant to be a joke. But the problem is, most of their jokes aren't funny. Most of their jokes are jokes that other people have done way better than them, or jokes that other people won't do because they're so terrible.
Again, most of my laughs already got out because I've watched pretty much most of the clips on YouTube.
Yeah, it's just like most of their jokes made me groan. Some made me smile, and there was very few laughs. And one of the best laughs was when the show kicked the shit out of the sister for having a sister complex. And that was the one damn time I enjoyed that show. And it was immediately undercut afterwards by the fact that they kept doing that bit afterwards. If they had done that bit once, he kicked the shit out of her and said, "I'm sorry for my sister. She's a dumbass." And then never brought that up again. She never tried to get with her brother again. That would have been the best part of that show by an infinite mile.
But she also beats around the bush because she tried to get Assistant Coon to kiss her.
So, that show is... Yeah.
Like, it has a few laughs here and there.
It has very minimal laughs, but the problem is, the show it wants to do is a romantic comedy. But the problem is, all their romance jokes aren't that funny. They're derivative and, like
you could
cliched
predict it.
as hell.
Yes,
They're
it's
terrible.
predictable.
But all the jokes based upon the premise that she's a magician, none of those land. They're not funny. So it's like they need to improve upon the type of show they're making. If they wanted to make oh cool, Braylon. Good job.
Good job, Braylon.
But if they wanted to make a magician comedy show,
They should have.
that'd be cool. And I think that they could, if they did that kind of show and did it well, I think that they probably would be compared very favorably to something like Nichijou.
They should have ripped off How Now You See Me.
Sure, I don't care.
Oh, by the way,
But if
speaking
they want to be a romance show, and the entire point is like, oh, it's this struggling magician who gets an assistant and they fall in love, and hilarious hijinks happen. That could also be a good show, but they're bad at telling it.
So, have you seen Now You See Me 2?
No.
Okay, so...
Also, I'm upset about that. Shouldn't they have called the sequel Now You Don't?
That would have been great. But, so, Now You See Me 2. They have a very, very complex card hiding scene. It's sleight of hand card scene.
Yeah.
So, in this scene, they are about to rob, I believe, a bank, or they're trying to get onto a plane or something. Regardless, they're trying to uncover shit.
Yeah.
And the only way they can do that is with one magic trick card.
Yeah.
And so they have to hide it from security.
Yep.
So, this sleight of hand is so precise, they're even passing this card between themselves.
Yeah.
And it's so, like, heavily watched by a lot of people who deal in card tricks and stuff that it's like, yeah, this is doable. It is highly... Like, you have to be some of the best sleight of hand users in the world to mimic what they did. And it is possible. Like...
Yeah.
People have debunked that scene, and they were like, no, this is legit.
Yeah.
Like, probably one of the best sleight of hand moments you could ever see in any movie.
Yeah. This reminds me a bit of, so Penn and Teller they have a bit where they do a show called Fool Us.
Yes,
Where it's all about showing,
Yep,
jokes.
I know it.
And one of the people who came on, the trick was I think it was he dropped an entire deck of cards, and like it was literally like he had a deck of cards.
Was this the same guy that did the turntable card trick?
No. So this guy showed off the cards, so they picked a card, and then he would like drop all the cards and pick out their card from the following pile, and that was the subterfuge, and they were supposed to figure out how he did it, how he could possibly do it.
Yes.
And we didn't see it we didn't see it as the people who were watching the show, but apparently there were some people in the live performance that said he fucked up the trick a couple times. So Penn and Teller knew how he did it because he screwed it up like twice in the recording. But yeah, the thing was, he doesn't do magic. He literally can just pick out a card out of an entire deck that's falling that quickly that he can just pick the same card back out. So he's like, they're just like, yeah, like, let's, like, cause like, he screwed it up enough times and finally got it, and he's just like, they're just like, yeah, we know that this is not magic, you just are doing that. You can just do it. Like, it's just, yeah, it's ludicrously impossible, but he can just do it.
That's amazing.
So it's like, yeah.
Also, we're at 1,000 encounters, guys.
Yep. And we have just under 30 minutes. Well, almost. We're at about 20 minutes.
But yeah, if you want to see any kind of like card magic scenes, that is a scene I recommend you watch, like frame by frame.
So that is, I would say, this show had the same kind of problem of what audiences wanted and what the show wanted to do were two fundamentally different things, and neither one of them is this studio capable of doing.
Yeah.
What the audience wanted, like the guy, like I watched somebody talk about this show, and his description of this show was he wanted exactly what you're talking about. He wanted a show about
I think we watched the same
magicians.
guy, yeah.
Yeah. Like, so, but that's not what this show is, and they're not capable of writing that show anyways. And the show they did write, they're not capable of writing either.
Yeah, I want Now You See Me, but an anime.
Yeah, I think that'd be a really cool show. I think a romantic comedy between a
magician girl.
I think a romantic comedy between a magician girl
or a magician guy and
assistant.
their assistant. Yeah.
No, I even like the idea of it being a magician girl, but like, yeah, it doesn't matter. But the magician girl and her assistant,
and the assistant
and, like,
is trying to impress her or something.
Well, I was gonna say the opposite of like the girl is trying to pick up this guy and it's like trying to
impress
teach him magic and impress him, but she's incompetent at magic. And the entire thing is a romantic comedy about, like, them falling in love over her failed attempts at doing magic and him trying to help her with, like, he very clearly knows how to, like, maybe he doesn't know how to do magic, but he can easily see through her tricks because she's so terrible. And so he's trying to help her get better at magic without her realizing how, like, that he knows how bad she is. He's trying to, like, play along and try to help her. Like, you could come up with a very good anime out of that. Magical Senpai is not it. Similarly, Sword Art Online has the exact same problem. What the audience wants... I know a lot of people enjoy Sword Art Online, but frankly, I don't give a shit about them right now. What people wanted from Sword Art Online was they wanted a cool action show that's all about going through this death game and beating the death game and exploring this cool world with this death game and all these boss fights and a romantic subplot. And what they got was a romance show with a video game subplot.
Oh.
So, Reki Kawahara was not capable of writing Sword Art Online the way the audience wanted. I have heard that he was doing SAO Progressive, and that's supposed to be doing the thing the audience wanted. So, I will judge that when I see it as well.
By the way, what's that one show where they debunk movie things?
I don't know.
Trying to think of it. Like, they debunked whether or not you could be a ninja, like, underwater with a breathing tube and shoot a blow dart out of it. Like, they did stuff like that. Oh, I can't remember. It had a bald guy on it, and it had the other guy that is now doing YouTube. I can't think of it. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to think of it. It is a live-action show.
Alright, describe it again to me.
Okay, what is the show that has guys? Okay, so these guys and they have a team debunk like scenes from movies to see if they can do them or not.
No idea. I mean, that sounds something like Mythbusters, but it's
Yes,
exactly
Mythbusters.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't exactly describe it that way, but yeah, I guess that's
Okay,
Mythbusters.
so still on our rant about card tricks.
Yeah.
So they actually got a guy. I think he's like the best sleight of hand, like card magicians in the world or something like that. And so they were debunking if you could throw a card fast enough to where it would like kill you, like if you could use it as a weapon or something. But what they were actually debunking is if you could skip a card and it would, like, embrail itself into, like, a wall or something. And yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But you have to be that guy. You have to be the best card dealer in the world in order to do it. And it was really, really cool. But I can't remember what scene it was that they were debunking. I think they were debunking Now You See Me 1.
Yeah.
I don't think it was 2. Because 2 came out way, way after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, is Mythbusters done? Like, did they end that show?
I think they've came back, like they've done like some like alternative shows like that are Mythbusters related, but it's basically I think done. Which is a shame.
Yeah, Mythbusters, Jackass, and Impractical Jokers are all like shows I really want to watch at some point. I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass. I think one of the worst things I've ever seen Johnny Knoxville do is put like the world's hottest hot sauce in his eye.
Yeah.
and he did it with Chef Ramsay.
That just sounds terrible.
And Chef Ramsay was laughing at him.
As he should.
I wish Ramsay yelled, "Are you a fucking idiot?" But I bet that's what he was thinking.
As he should.
I'm sure he didn't want to yell it because he knows the answer. I wish he would have brought back Hell's Kitchen, but I remember why he didn't bring it back. Do you know why he stopped Hell's Kitchen?
I mean, honestly, Gordon Ramsay's just kind of a busy person in general. He does like a lot of shit.
That was one of his reasons.
That was one of them. The other thing was that, from my understanding, a lot of his shows, like, Chef Ramsay doesn't actually... Like, here's the thing. A lot of Americans think Chef Ramsay is an asshole. He is not an asshole. He is actually a very kind person. But, like... So I know a lot of the shows... I know a lot of times, like, when he stopped doing shows, especially the American ones, he's talked about, he's just like, honestly, I just don't like doing these because they, like... I just get tired of, like, being the bad guy in these shows. Like, I just get tired of being like, coming off as an asshole. Just... It's... Yeah.
But...
There's a lot of
Sorry,
American...
Kitchen Nightmares.
Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah.
And for Kitchen Nightmares specifically, a lot of the places he went to, they just went under anyways, just due to, like... mismanagement and stuff. So it's like he ended up just having a lot of those where he just kind of.
Well, he revisited like more than half of them, and
Yeah.
they were all fine.
I think the number ended up being well over 50% that ended up closing for. Not even all of them were his for related to him. Some of them were just like the owners went back to doing the shit things they weren't supposed they shouldn't have continued doing. Some of them were just they closed due to other reasons.
But yeah, he specifically left Kitchen Nightmares
Yeah.
due to the last Kitchen Nightmare he ever did.
Mm-hmm.
And that woman, oh my god. Like, that's probably one of the worst couples I've ever seen in reality. So, the wife in that kitchen could not handle 1 ounce of criticism at all. Like, nothing. Like, if you said anything bad about her, she will dox you, she will make you wish you were never born kind of thing. And she even capitalized on her fame. Like, when they went back and revisited that restaurant, like, it's the only restaurant that Chef Ramsay ever walked out on in Kitchen Nightmares. But it was so bad that he decided to keep the episode, and then he did a celebration in sorts of that episode where he showed off footage that he couldn't originally in the first episode of it. So anyway, it took media by storm, and probably have like one of there was an animated video on YouTube about that woman and her husband, and it went really viral, like heavily. But anyway, regardless,
yeah,
they are the epitome of scum because. So get this. The husband, he took every tip.
Yeah.
And
I
Chef.
think you've talked about this.
Yeah, and Chef Ramsay at one point talked to a customer in front of that guy, saying, "By the way, you remember the nice tip that you left for the young lady here? Well, he took it and kept it." And the customer replied with, "That's not right, dude."
Yeah.
And the husband got mad at Ramsay. Oh. Yes, let's go! 1,011 counters. But
Well, hey, we get to end this episode just a little bit early.
I can't stop the timer until I have evolved it. So let's go evolve it.
Yep.
Oh, I have. I think I have candy. I'm pretty sure I do. I did specifically for this.
Because you battle one thing and it'll evolve.
Yeah,
like,
but. Oh. We finally got Shiny Sobble number 2, but we still need it to evolve. But yeah, I specifically got candies for this reason. So
I mean, it's
can
fine.
just
But it's
do
just
it
like, we
immediately.
just know that for any of these, if you just attack one Pokemon in the wild, it'll just immediately evolve just due to gaining 16 levels immediately.
Okay, we have Shiny Drizzile. Pause the counter. Congratulations, I've got it. Yep. Got Drizzile. Okay. Now let's save again, because I wasn't sure if I saved the first time. Oh boy. I am happy we finally got 2, and it was right around where I thought we were going to get it.
And hey, we get to end the episode because we've got.
Not yet,
like,
I still have eggs to hatch.
well, yeah, but I'm just saying, it's like we got like 7 minutes, so
I also
once we're done,
have to start the next counter for Sobble because that's
yeah,
because
you're doing it now.
Yeah. What's the final evolution called? Inteleon?
Yeah. Doesn't it do
Got
it in
it.
order?
No, I have to search it.
Come on, A-Drive.
I mean, I don't mind having to search it. It's just
Search is fine. I'm just saying, give search and list.
they do have a list, but I'd have to scroll all the way down to get to Inteleon, so
Oh.
it's actually faster to search it.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were saying the only way you could possibly find it was by searching. You can't just scroll down. That's it.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so the Inteleon counter will start once the first egg has hatched. But then we are taking a break from Sobble after this stream to go back to Gossifleur and get our final Gossifleur.
Yep.
I doubt I'm going to get another Sobble within these eggs. There's just no way.
Very unlikely.
Counter has started. Encounter 1. I think we've still found Sobble faster than Gossifleur, because wasn't Gossifleur over 2,000 encounters?
It was pretty bad, but I can't remember what
Yes,
it was.
it was worse than Snom. The first one, it was worse than Snom.
Yeah. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, sorry, my reaction wasn't that upbeat. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm happy I finally
don't
found my
think that
second
people
one.
Are complaining that your reaction wasn't so loud that it was shattering people's eardrums.
But anyway, it's the end of the stream, and we're both tired.
Yeah, it's 2 hours and 55 minutes in, and it's almost 11 o'clock. How dare we be a little bit tired?
Man, but I am happy. We only need one more Sobble, and I can finally get to the next hunt. I want to get to the next egg hunt so bad. God damn it, drop my fucking phone. I get
Very
so,
expertly done.
yeah, I get so mad at it, guys, because, like, it requires me to move, and with these kinds of mics, it's very hard to do that. Okay, and counter has been paused, but we have technically already started a minute into the next Sobble hunt.
1 minute and 3 eggs. Like 4 eggs.
4.
So.
But yeah, let's just look this one over real quick.
Yeah,
I didn't
there's
get a good
Drizzile.
look. Oh, I like it. I mean, Inteleon, oh my god, it looks so good. It looks probably better than the other two. Like, but finally, we'll be done with the starters.
Oh, well, I just very.
Yeah, I
knocked
watched
my
that.
phone, or knocked my mic.
Okay, guys, we are going to call it a bit
And-
early. Yeah, sorry, we were reminiscing about shows that we used to watch and still
It's a
enjoyed.
podcast. Who cares?
Anyway, that is going to be it for today's episode. So like and subscribe to YouTube and Twitch. Comment to our videos. We do read them. Follow on Twitch. We finally got our second Shiny Sobble, and we'll come back with Shiny Gossifleur number 2. So see you guys then. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.